Have you been fitted for the correct clubs? That's exactly what we're talking about today out here on the golf course at Waterfront, because you need to make sure that every club in your bag is going to help you lower your scores. Welcome back to Frankie, who is currently 1 under par.
Oh yeah.
1 under par using his fitted clubs here at Waterfront. So previously you will have seen a series where we used the most forgiving clubs from each brand, and he shot level par over 9 holes. We're now out here with fitted clubs. He's currently 1 under par, so much easier. He's not manipulating it as much. He's trying to obviously just swing easy. He knows that the clubs are going to return good if he puts a good swing on. And that is a fantastic long drive on this dogleg par 4. So fantastic drive in the fairway as we come to expect from Frankie, although so far this series you have missed a few fairways.
Yeah.
How far have we got?
120.
120 into the breeze.
Yeah.
So straight into. So what are you going to be playing it as?
I'm gonna play it as I think this is playing like 130 at least.
Yeah, I think closer to 140. So pin is in the middle, so we want to make sure we're getting back there, because if not we're going to leave ourselves probably a lot more than 30 feet, because this is a very long green. So what club?
I got 9.
9. And what?
It's a hard thing. My 9 goes like 137, but because of the wind, it's like it takes so much off.
So it goes how far was it?
It goes like 137, 140, something like that.
Right, so I think this wind's going to affect that. So let's drop down to an 8 iron, Frankie.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to play more of a half swing here. And this is something where, again, guys, if you are looking for lessons, then do drop me an email on the email below for course lessons, because Frankie, although a scratch golfer there, this breeze is strong, and if it goes straight up into the breeze, we know Frankie has struggled previously with, obviously, and this is why he's going to get some new clubs, with playing into the breeze. So let's just drop down even more. Let's drop down to an 8 iron. We can play this nice and controlled, a narrower stance. So that's nice. It's still launched, a little bit left. We'll see, that is pin high up there, so that's the thing there, nice and easy, Frankie. Felt like you had to guide it though, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. I do play like that when it gets really windy. It was maybe a bit too much club, but it's one of them. It's like it's kept the flight nice and the distance was good, so yeah.
And we're up there,
Yeah.
and we're not too short. So as we can see here, very much pin high, so we went down 2 clubs there. That would normally be a pitching wedge for Frankie, but we went to an 8. Yes, he did pull it ever so slightly, but not too bad. And Frankie's got the putter in hand from the semi-rough. It's more of a fairway cut, isn't it, really?
It's only, what have I got, 20 feet here?
Yeah, probably just under 20 feet, so not much. And you've only got around about 4 inches of that fairway cut. So read-wise, where have you got it?
I think it's left to right, like, I don't know, it's like, I want to say a foot outside the left.
Foot outside the left, that's fine. So again, commit to that. If you've got a foot outside, that's what you want to commit to. Again, just because Frankie's on that second cut here doesn't mean he has to chip. So you'll always get a guy in your group who says, oh, why are you not chipping that?
Oh, I'd always put this. If you can put it, I'd always put it.
Exactly.
Before, I think.
Yeah, and if you hit 10 putts from there, the average will be a lot closer than hitting 10 at 58 degrees, which a lot of people do normally use. That's a nice and positive putt.
Yeah.
Left 3 feet left, but we've seen what that's done. Again, it did break quite a lot, that.
Bit aggressive as well, so probably didn't play anywhere near enough break.
No, and that was it. Probably subconsciously there, Frankie slightly under-read that putt, so try to hit it a little bit harder to hold the line. It's left him a little bit more work, so he's seen this. But again, don't be afraid to give yourself more break on the longer putts, because again, the ball's going to be falling back to the hole, not away from it like that putt did there. Frankie left himself a little bit more work than you probably want, especially if he had a card in his hand. But we stay at 1 under par with 2 downwind par 4s to come. So downwind here again, aggressive line is over the bunkers. Is that where you're going to take it, Frankie? Or
Yeah, I think so.
So
it's one of them you can cut a bit of distance off if you go over the bunker. So when it's downwind like this, you've kind of got to avoid the fluff.
Yeah, and it's not about here. Frankie's not going to try and hit this any harder. Obviously, he's just going to make sure that he puts a good swing on it. The driver is everything because it's fitted correctly. It should launch exactly how we want it. That should help it ride the wind a little bit and get him down there. The big mistake we see from people here is trying to help the ball in the air and lose the direction. Nicely, a little bit. It's a bit tight.
Yeah, a bit tight.
It's the left side of the bunker, so that might just be in the rough.
Yeah.
Let's get down there. One under. We can't be doing with losing shots. So we've caught the rough, the thicker stuff, Frankie. How far?
178.
So here, obviously in the rough, we can't even see the ball. Let's find the ball. There we go. Okay, sat down. We're going to struggle to obviously get any kind of spin. So what club are you thinking here? 178.
I don't know whether to just try and smash 7, to be honest.
Yeah, so here we need a lot of speed to get it out, and we know it's going to run, so it's a back pin here. We're better off using probably less club and hoping for a little bit of run. Well, we know we're going to get some run as long as we get contact. So normal speed with this. Again, because it's sat down, you're probably going to nudge it a little bit back in the stands, Frankie?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe open the face a bit.
Yeah, and try and hit a little bit down onto that golf ball. So snagged it a little bit up the left-hand side.
It'll be alright.
That's fine. We've got a chip, but Frankie's coming back now to the mere mortal. He's not hitting fairways. This series certainly shows that, but it shows you how he can still score. Obviously, a lot of emphasis on short game, Frankie.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how we're going to get that handicap into the pluses.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
With some new clubs, maybe.
Maybe.
Right, so Frankie's snagged it a little bit. Distance-wise was pretty much spot on. A tough shot here for Frankie to get up and down with. 58, Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a little bit of loft here, so obviously we need to land it soft on that first flat bit of the green. Let's see some magic from his short game. That's a nice shot. Landed on the flat bit. And not a bad shot at all from there, so left himself 5.5 feet. So a great shot. So certainly making hard work of this hole, but a good chance. 5.5 feet, stay at 1 under, beating the forgiving set. We certainly need some positive vibes for club championships this weekend. Never in doubt. We're going aggressive line here, Frankie.
Over this tree here.
Over this tree, so dogleg to the right. He's confident with this driver now that he can let it go. He's not hit the best drives, but he's still committing to these shots. That is a fantastic shot. Best drive of the 9 holes. Fully committed. That's what you've got to do. As we've said, Frankie's looking for a new set of irons. He's been fitted at the top end of the bag. We've got a new 5-wood in there. He brought back an old hybrid that he had. But irons are the next thing he's going to be looking at. But right now, he's got 140 downhill. He's got a 9-iron into the green.
What does Malk want?
Malk wants to see the magic. Here he is, Frankie. It's a nice, high, towering 9-iron. Is it there? Oh, it is. He's got a thumbs up from Malk. Loves the shot. And that could take him to 2 under. Here at, you can't see it, but Waterfront Golf. Great control there from Frankie. Into 3 feet.
Yeah. That was,
for the bird.
That was a good shot.
This to move 2 under par. So really showing there that that's a 140 yard shot. Frankie knows these irons are fitted. He knows exactly how far they carry, which again, guys, we talk about carry, not total, because if you're doing total, you could end up landing there and it's never going to get as close as Frankie. So know your carries. Don't be so obsessed with your total distance. But Frankie could trust that 9-iron there, just swing nice and within himself. And we know when you can do that, you can start the ball on line and hit it close.
Tell you, another swinger. I know I sound like I'm complaining, but
Always complain, Frankie. That's what everyday golfer does. But you'll probably say there, Frankie's hit some good iron shots in, but he is looking to change. It's not windy out here, but Frankie has struggled when he's been to play a few links courses recently. And and playing more tournaments when it is breezy, longer courses, it's really holding him back. So that is why we're going to be looking at new clubs for Frankie. More than likely, just the shaft could be the difference. But that is 2 under with fitted clubs at Waterfront Golf.